Wrapped Up in Film, I'm Zoe. Let's talk about indie rom-com Tumbledown, starring Rebecca Hall from The Gift and Vicky Cristina Barcelona, also Jason Sudeikis from We're the Millers and Horrible Bosses, directed by Sean Mushaw. This is his first ever feature movie and it's written by his wife, Desiree Van Til. The movie is all set in beautiful Maine. We have the character of Hannah, who's played by Rebecca Hall. She is dealing with the death of her husband, who was a famous folk singer. She's a writer, so she's sort of hidden herself away in this gorgeous cabin in the snowy woods to attempt to write his biography. She meets Andrew, played by Sudeikis, who is a pretty cocky writer from New York who also wants to write about her husband's death, but he has a very different take on it. So, you know, they have a real clash of opinions, lots of really funny bickering, and after a lot of head-to-heads, they decide to collaborate and write the story together. He goes to stay with her in her cabin, and you can guess what happens from there. I really enjoyed this movie. It's not like your typical rom-com, there aren't too many cheesy cliches. It's pretty realistic, you know, the story's believable, and it's got a really nice feel to it. You know, we've got the pretty town of Maine, and then the stunning woods all covered in snow, and this is helped also by the soundtrack. We've got the songs played by this fictional folk singer playing throughout, and it just gives it a really nice, sort of relaxing vibe. The overall story is fairly upsetting and, you know, slightly morbid, but it's injected with, you know, jokes, smiles and laughter, thanks to the extremely clever and witty script by Desiree Van Til. She did an awesome job with this, first movie that she's written. She apparently was inspired to write this story after watching the movies Before Sunrise and Before Sunset. Two beautiful films, and if you haven't seen them, put them on your list. I love the banter between Sudeikis and Hall. They've got nice chemistry. The only thing I felt was missing from their developing relationship was that lust. It just wasn't sexy enough for me. I just wish there'd been a bit more lust there. I'm a big fan of both of these actors. Rebecca Hall, you know, she's a fantastic actress. She never disappoints. She always gives a good performance. She's very natural in this film. And the character of Hannah needed to be played by someone very strong and intelligent, and I think she portrays that really well. Rose Byrne was initially supposed to be playing the part of Hannah, and she pulled out. And I think that's a good thing. Rebecca Hall is a much better fit. Jason Sudeikis playing the part of Andrew. I mean, he's just so funny. He's really come into his own. You know, he's terribly likable, very, very watchable. I would watch any movie that he's in right now. Yes, he does sort of tend to play the same kind of character in his films, but who cares? He does it so, so well. I mean, it would be nice to see him step away from the comedy and maybe try a more grittier, serious type of role. But yeah, he's awesome in this film. Really, really enjoyed his performance. This project took years to get off the ground, and they really put everything into making this film, even moving to Maine, which is Desiree's hometown. You can just see the amount of passion and hard work that went into it. It premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival, and it was a top film to watch and received really well. Okay, I'm gonna rate this movie now. I'm gonna give this film a 68%. It's a lovely story, very well acted, and gorgeous atmosphere. The only niggle I have is the ending. It's just far too cliche for my liking. I don't want to give anything away or ruin it for you guys, but yeah, they've managed to avoid all of that throughout the film, and then it's just got a bit of a cheesy ending. But hey, you know, that's not a bad thing. Would I watch this film again, I hear you ask? Yes, I'm gonna watch this film again. This is the kind of movie you could watch over and over again. I think it would be a great film to watch at Christmas time because of all the snow. And I can really see myself sort of snuggling up with a blanket in front of a roaring fire and a glass of red wine and relaxing into this movie. Would I recommend it to friends? Yes. You know, it's very slow moving, but that didn't bother me at all. Okay, and that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching my review. Please subscribe to my channel. There's loads more coming. Give me some feedback. Have you seen this film? What did you think? Comment below and let me know. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.